greasy ass food or just railing cigs. Wonders why he has to shit by fucking 9 o'clock. Gumming it up, dude. Tim?
Yeah.
No.
It looks like you're about to rail Elton John.
Where you can like go like this, and then like you can see like vacation spots. Bro, looking at the Outer Banks, head ass. Bro's in Disney World, little head ass. Oh look, it's the Golden Gate Bridge, head ass.
We used to go across the street to Wayne's, and we get a Red Bull and a pack of Stacker 2.
Why did I get judged so hard for doing cocaine when you guys basically did the same? Bro looked like he hang out at a lumber yard just to talk to the guys. You look like the only guy I would see at a Hannah Montana concert. No, I thought I just shit myself.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
No, we're good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Brothers Chatter, the number one podcast or upcoming podcast in the world, where I tell you what it's like being introverted. Danny,
does that mean your penis goes inside of you?
Danny tells you what it's like being extroverted, and McDermott tells you what it's like being perverted.
I'm not the one who goes and watches kids, dude.
What kids? You mean mine?
Okay, that's what.
Well, yeah, that's what the seagull said. Mine.
I hate this podcast every week. I don't know why I show up and do anything.
Because you love.
No, I don't. It's actually becoming a chore.
Tim just goes to college or high school volleyball game. Mine.
Mine? 2 years? 1 year? 2 years? Oh, senior?
I've never even been to a volleyball game.
Hey, can you sign my book?
No, but hey, back to the introverted and extroverted. Does introverted mean that your penis is like goes up inside you?
Are you being serious or are you being funny?
He's going to say being funny, but he really doesn't know.
Just wondering. Introvert is like an extrovert is like outgoing, right?
Extrovert, yes, outgoing. It's not even really outgoing and reserved. It actually has more to do with how you receive energy from other people. Extroverted kind of are energized by crowds, whereas introverted people, it kind of wears you down. You don't really enjoy crowds so much, so you actually get more enjoyment out of being by yourself.
What do you think I am?
You're an extrovert.
You're extroverted.
Is that good?
It's not.
But I'm a hermit.
It's not bad nor good.
But I'm a little bit an extrovert and a hermit.
But you get more energy from a crowd.
But I'm a hermit, so like I'm.
But so that's the
my
other
power's
side of
offset.
What they do. So we all have a preference for. I'm kind of getting an MBTI here a little bit, which is a different type of assessment, which talks about your preferences. Sorry, it's something I learned for behavioral.
Oh, okay,
stuff.
here we go.
Yeah.
I'm in college. Just dropping that
out. This is actually a work thing.
Yeah, enjoy your dead.
The MBTI talks about, it's kind of astrological in a way, in my opinion.
Oh, here we go.
It talks about your preferences. So we all have introverted and extroverted tendencies. You may favor one way over the other, but you still have some areas where you might be introverted, like you said, because you're somewhat of a hermit, but you also gain energy from being in
like me and him
situation.
When we want to beat our dicks in that type of situation, we prefer to be introverted.
Well, most people would prefer to be.
Nah, I like when you call me so I can beat it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like people in porn, they're extroverts. They like it when people watch them beat their dick.
Yeah. No, that's solid.
Or OnlyFans.
But they're kind of hermits too because they're inside.
It's not really a sex thing, but
I mean, it could be anything. We just made it a sex thing.
Why do we always go to sex and dicks?
Yeah, we always.
We're not even like 5 minutes in.
It wasn't even
that
my
was
turn.
my fault this time. That was
it
my
wasn't
fault
even my
this time.
fault.
5
It
minutes.
was my
No
fault.
wonder Linda doesn't watch us anymore. I would be pissed. If I
It
was
was
your
my-
mom, I'd be pissed. I'd be so disgusted with you two.
So
I wasn't me. I was being G this time.
I understand, but let's talk about your situation. Your mom has got 100% got to be disgusted with you. How many hard, stiff socks has she found that she had to wash?
My mom has
You've already told me.
But my mom in the past has said how excited, or not how excited, but like how much joy I bring to her life because she never knows what dumb shit I'm going to do.
Exactly. Like leaving a fucking stiff sock for her to find and wash.
I didn't mean to. I also left a... I wonder if Caleb ever found my sheet in the closet.
That wasn't a sheet in there. I'm the one who cleaned it out.
I never even thought about that when he lived with you.
Maybe I did.
He jerked off in your house.
Off in Caleb's room. Every time
you also had
this
sex
girl
in
up
there,
there, I just want him to, at least somebody did. Fuck.
Right. Well, no, he already knows the rule. And he's not. I'm the only one who gets any in this house.
Just saying, dude. Every time Caleb lays his head on a pillow, I just want him to know my kids were through that house. Well, that room.
That room.
Don't let him lie to you.
You never left that room.
Don't let him lie to you. So
yeah,
I do have something.
I should have beat off everywhere.
Fun to share with you guys that I printed off today at work.
Hey. Those are glare.
Yeah, I mean it's mid, I guess. It's cool.
What? I
kinda
made
mid.
that.
Oh. Well, then it's good.
I added the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom was what I was looking at was mid.
So I printed off about 20 of them.
So in case any of our viewers haven't seen our TikTok or our YouTube, which, you know, TikTok's being a bunch of assholes, but anyway, that's for our later subject.
No, it's not.
We do have a live event coming up in less than 2 months. Our star-studded cast here has decided to put on a basketball game. We got Pops.
Look at this, boy. You ain't
Pops versus Derm. So if you guys haven't checked out that YouTube video or the TikTok, go juice the fuck out of it.
Hey.
I mean, share it as much as you can. Hey. Like it, leave a comment. We've seen some people that leave comments, and we love you guys for it.
Juice the fuck means share.
I have an idea.
Juice it means like build it, like build the hype for it.
Hey, why don't we put in the comments? Comment.
Who you think is going to win?
No, if you think the loser has to kiss the other one's bare butt cheek.
Well, we can't put that on YouTube, so
listen.
I mean, we don't have to. That could
we
just
can't put it on TikTok either.
Listen, so
you can kind of
blur
it out.
Okay, I'm not against putting some sort of stakes on this, but I'm not.
It's that
I'm
or
not
nothing.
agreeing to anything until we finish up our previous challenge, which is still
That's fine.
been
That's fine.
upon.
Actually, you know what? I'll take care of that right now.
In the middle of the show.
Yeah, because I'm gonna forget.
He's still gonna forget mid sentence anyway. So,
but
hey, you know, this weekend. So, squirrel. Do you think you could bring me? Looking. Do you think you could bring me an energy drink? And that's what's gonna happen.
No, I just sent the text.
What did you say?
I asked if her friend still had the taser because her and her boyfriend split up. So I don't know whose taser it was.
Oh, here we go. I knew we should have secured that shit.
I can't help that other couple split.
You should have done more to try to keep them together.
Oh, okay, she said probably. I'm gonna say tell her to bring that tomorrow.
I'm free tomorrow.
Well, I'm not doing it tomorrow, but we'll have it for the week.
But you're free tomorrow.
I'm not doing it tomorrow. I won't get it till later, like that night.
Why aren't you doing it tomorrow?
But why don't we? Because
can we do it in front of your son on Sunday?
Oh, damn.
No. Why don't we meet Friday if I can get it?
Before or after the podcast?
Before.
Well, that's if I haven't started work yet.
I doubt you start next week. But anyway.
Well, I'm supposed to know next week, so there's
hey, we're on a podcast. We're over here having a normal conversation. I'm securing the taser.
So yeah, so we're super excited about our upcoming game. Our video turned out really well. Kudos to Daniel-san.
I had a vision, and it worked out. I felt like a director the whole time. It was wonderful.
It was an assignment that I gave him, and he did not fail me.
I hated it.
You did not hate it.
No, you didn't. You loved it.
Bro had an itinerary.
I was proud of him for having an
itinerary. Bro had the itinerary and still looked like he was running around with his head cut off.
But I still knew what I was doing the entire time.
We were able to keep him on track because he wanted to keep explaining every part of it. I'm like, Danny, why don't we just go ahead and start? And then just go from there. Let's do one piece at a time. Because he started telling us everything. So I'm not going to remember all that.
I was medicated that day, so, I was on my shit.
Oh.
But anyway, the video did turn out really well. So make sure you guys come out that day, 11 a.m. at the park, pending weather. Hopefully, May 4th. May 4th. Hopefully the weather, plays along with us. There'll be some merch that we're giving away there. Some we're selling. If anyone's interested, nothing expensive. We don't do that. We're poor.
Not yet. Not yet.
So, come on out though. We already know there's going to be some people there, and we'd love it to have more. So come out and support us.
And watch me kick his ass, and then he has to kiss mine.
We'll see. We'll see about that. That's all you got to say?
Jake, who, me?
Yeah.
You want me to keep going?
You guys are terrible.
Well, normally time out. Normally you put the graphic up and you're like, all right, hey, let's. How do we know that was the next thing? Because you said two different things on the fucking phone call. That's why I hate doing meetings with you.
I said.
I thought you were going to have a graphic.
I have a graphic that's going to take into the next thing.
Episode's fucked.
You said you had a graphic. Anyway,
episode's
get into it, and I'll explain what my graphic is.
All right. So what I want to get into, speaking of our video, this is a terrible transition. No, just shut up. This is a terrible transition. But anyway, so speaking of our video, we originally put up the one that you can see on YouTube on TikTok. So TikTok decided after it had gained a lot of ground within the first 10 minutes. I mean, for us, a little over 100 within the first 10 minutes, views is pretty good. Well, they decided they wanted to mute our video because, TikTok doesn't secure licenses for music anymore, this and that. So they muted it. So I took it down, but then got to thinking, this really pisses me off. So I submitted a ticket for it. But, my issue is, you can go on there and shake your titties, There's some that the nipples are out. I'm not saying how long they're up or not, but, I'm just saying. You can go in there and shake your titties and say all the fucked up shit that you want to. Racist
you can't.
as fuck.
They ban you.
Some do. But I've heard some pretty bad shit on there, alright?
I get banned.
So, that all, shaking your titties, all that's good. But when somebody wants to do something creative like we did, which I thought was very creative, something original, it kind of looked like a movie trailer to me, and we get muted for it. So, as far as what I saw earlier, we reposted it. I tried to play within their rules. So I took it down to a minute, cut it up a little bit. It's not as good as what I wanted it to be, but it's back up. And they haven't touched it yet, but it just irritates me that, I guess I'm just going to start wearing bras and shaking my titties on the podcast,
Yeah, and so here's kind of where I kind of went with it is because as you mentioned, you have girls who are half naked, shaking their tits, shaking their asses. I mean, if you look on, and even Facebook, you can see it now. But you can see almost anything. But now you've got it to the point where you can actually get nudity on there.
Mm-hmm.
I stumbled
Reflections.
I stumbled across this over the last couple of days. Women breastfeeding and pulling out their actual tit. Now, the picture's blurred. And maybe this is because they're always listening, I happened to stumble across a video on Facebook yesterday. I was scrolling through, and there's it's a girl with big old cleavage. I was like, oh, damn. So I click on it, and there's a baby. Now, some of these are fake babies, right? Sometimes they use fake ones that look real. But the one I found was a real baby, and this woman pops out her breast, nipple and everything, and plucks it into the baby's mouth. Now, women have been showing their boobs for years. We've went through this whole thing about whether women should be allowed to do it. I honestly don't care. It is a natural thing. My issue with the video is she's all dolled up, like you can see here in the picture, and in the background is like the sound of a guy going, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, how do you know it's not the baby, Tim?
How is this not the same as kiddie porn?
Well, because if I would be beating my dick off to that, I'm not beating off to the baby.
But there are some guys who do.
Somebody is.
Right, dude. Any guy can beat their dick to a woman having their breast out. That's not hard to do. Baby there or not, you just imagine the baby's not there.
Yeah, pretend like it's not there. Like, oh man, I wish that was me.
So why would it be kiddie porn? It's not like the baby's naked.
There's a child
involved.
Even if it's not sexual
just
between
eating.
the mother and the... Even if it's not sexual, I think it's crossing the line. I think you're...
it's fucked up that they can do it.
It's the trapeze line, and you're crossing that boundary.
Here's my thing. Like, it's a natural thing. All right, so if it's a natural thing, why don't you look natural while you're doing it?
Okay.
Because you don't. Because most women... They're going to wake up in the morning. They're not going to put their makeup on and all that while their child is screaming in their bed hungry. They're going to pick the baby up, right, with their hair all messed up.
Yeah, but maybe this is later in the day.
Sit down in the rocker. No, bro. But you're not having a camera on you.
Okay.
Dolled up
so
like
why
that.
don't we have an experiment?
This is the kind of shit he watches, Danny.
No. Why don't we have an experiment? Why don't we get a fucking Sambonian kid and have him suck our dick and see if we get banned off Facebook? Because if we do, then we get them banned too, because that's part of the religion, their tribe. So if we get banned off that, they have to get banned for the titties.
I appreciate your thoughts, but I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass too. This is not.
I don't want to do it either.
We don't live in a tribe country. So.
But it's the same type of thing, you know. Like
it's not.
So it kind of is like they got to feed off our nectar.
The milk of the
okay,
gods,
but
right?
this is a real thing where like they're actually
sucking dick,
no, it's not. They're actually getting the milk, the nutrients that they need from the mother.
Okay, well
these Indian children are not getting anything that they need. This is a belief.
How do you know?
It's a belief. It's a belief. It's a belief that they're getting stuff from the fucking.
I heard it has
the
protein.
Tribal leaders come.
I heard it has protein in it.
Right, protein is about all they're getting.
I'm just saying, if we got banned and they didn't, throwing it out there. Just an experiment. I threw an idea out.
Involved. Meanwhile, we're shut down, not making any content. While lawyers are trying to figure it out. Lawyers we can't even afford.
Very true.
I just was throwing out ideas, dude. Sorry that you don't want to fucking take any of them. I'm not saying I wanted to have the kid suck my dick. I'm just
that's what it sounded like to me.
Just saying
that would be the one for the team.
No, I figured Tim of all people would probably do it for us because he's all about experiments.
It was your idea, bud. So
or we just hit up Dr. Professor and be like, "Yo, we need you."
I'm into science experiments, not that kind of experiment.
That's kind of a science experiment.
Durham, I think this is more down your alley.
Oh, not about kids sucking my dick, but I mean...
Well, the retard kids, though, right?
Yeah, but they can't be
not
kids.
Retard, I mean the Down syndrome kids.
The Downs.
Not kids, but, you know.
Well, I mean
that's what we were
talking about. What was it that you called yourself again? What was your old job?
That's so fucked. Tard wrangler.
That's not funny.
That's so fucked, dude.
It's not funny. We can't even use that one. At least I don't think so.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just
so I can say Jews are bad. They all should burn, but I can't say I was a tard wrangler.
I don't think.
What's wrong with America? So you can't make fun of somebody like that, but they can make fun of me. And you best believe them little motherfuckers did too.
Probably.
Little fuckers. God damn, that one girl was hot as a motherfucker.
She was pretty. She was pretty. It's just the baby kind of ruined it. I'll send you.
I just imagine the baby wasn't there.
So,
Facts.
So I did want to play a little game, right?
Fuck, here we go, dude. Always playing fucking games with you.
This is an easy one for you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't trust a word you say.
Well, there's sports, so you should.
I promise this one's going to be easy. So I want you to think of a sports team, any sport that you just absolutely hate, you can't stand. Right? I want you to build up as much hate like you would if you found out that team stadium exploded with all their players and all their fans in it. You'd be
a team or just a sport.
A team within a sport, any sport.
I can't name a team in the sport that I hate.
You don't have any teams that you hate?
I hate the WNBA completely.
Okay, we can do WNBA. Okay, that works. What about you got one, Danny?
I'm between the Yankees and Duke for me, but I think I'm gonna go the Yankees.
Okay. So I want you to grasp a hold of that hatred that you have towards that.
I've been doing that my whole life.
Yeah, and I mean, can you feel it? Can you feel the energy building up? Can you feel your gut like just?
I've never let that energy go.
All right.
I've been thinking about their destruction my entire life.
All right, McDermott, can you feel it?
Oh yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, because I mean, mine's the Dallas Cowboys, right? I feel totally the same as you guys. Like I fucking despise them. All right. So here's where the game comes in.
Why does it sound sexual?
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to fuck some WNBA girls though. Show them who's boss. Yeah, show them what a real man is. But.
Yeah. So here's where the game comes in. What you're gonna do is for 60 seconds, you're gonna tell us how great that thing is. You're gonna speak fondly of that thing.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right. For 60 seconds, and I have a timer going.
That's a long time.
It is a long
time. I'm ready.
All right, just whenever you're ready, start.
When they run, their titties go everywhere. That's pretty hot. Sometimes little butt comes out if they're wearing shorts. I never have to worry about watching or missing anything because they don't do anything but shoot threes and layups. It's pretty cheap to go to their game because nobody's ever there. The way they dribble a lot is pretty cool. I really love watching finger rolls on wide open lanes. How they complain about not getting paid like men is great. I love it. I really, really think to make it more interesting, they should go to like a lingerie thing, but I like that they fight for their freedoms and don't want to do that. I really enjoy that they think they can beat men and then when they try, they lose and then say it's for other reasons like my period. I love that. Thank God, because I was running out of stuff.
All right, Danny, you ready?
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
So, I don't hate the Yankees players per se. There are a lot of players that I do respect from that team. It's the culture and the fans that I loathe.
You're supposed to speak fondly.
No, you're doing it completely wrong.
I know. No, listen to me. All right.
No, you.
All right, I'm restarting your time.
No,
that doesn't count.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
But it doesn't count.
It's not the Yankees players that I hate. It's the fans that I hate. So, the Yankees players, there are a lot of them that I do respect. Although the culture pisses me the fuck off.
You're still not doing it right.
He's not doing it right.
But I'm smiling.
It's not.
So anyway, you have players like Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, Joe DiMaggio, Lou Gehrig. These were all great players who changed the way the game is played throughout the history of baseball, and they paved the way for a lot of other players. They have cool subways.
New
York.
Oh yeah, they have cool pinstripe uniforms.
All right, that's
I
time.
love the way
that
that they don't have names on their backs.
Bro, if we were going first, second, and third, you're definitely
I
getting
did that on purpose, you dumbass.
Okay.
What, you intentionally lost? You're supposed to have
Yeah,
fun.
Bro said,
oh, I had fun with it.
he said, speak positive thing. I fucking hate their fucking fans. I fucking hate them. Oh, they just fucking spent 40 seconds naming players.
This was my time to rant on the culture of the Yankees.
All right, let me show you how this is done.
I did the best. Fuck you, dude.
The way I did it was on purpose, so.
So, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, the football team, the greatest team in the world. I mean, look at the dynasty of the 90s. Couldn't be beat. Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson. How about them Cowboys? There's no fans like the Dallas Cowboys fans. They are loyal no matter what their team does. They always stand by their team. And they will be the first ones to tell you how great their team is. They love their team and stand by them always. They'll never betray their team. And in the words of Terrell Owens, that's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys are the greatest team in the National Football League.
That had to have been really hard for you.
It takes a lot of practice.
I still feel like I did the best. Yours was mid, dude. It felt like you were giving me a speech on 30 for 30. Yeah, and
it was scripted.
It wasn't scripted. I don't have it written down. I just said talk about
Bro,
it.
you
time to think about it.
Well, that's because it's an exercise I do with our adjunct instructors to help them learn how to kind of improv a little bit. So
you say, take something that you hate, like your trainees. Yeah, like
hey, look, take what you hate, like my training, and then tell me what you really hate about it, but tell me in a nice way.
But I make them talk for 2 minutes. 2 minutes is really long.
Oh, I could still talk for 2. I mean, I could run
Dude,
one.
You're like Hitler.
Why am I like Hitler? It's called development.
No, you're hard on your guys.
You know what, dude? I think if we put a Jew in front of Tim and he doesn't think anybody's around, Tim kills him.
Oh yeah, he's throwing him in the oven for sure.
I wouldn't.
I can't. Can I speak real quick though?
No.
Because every nice thing I said about women, I'm taking that shit back because it's not nice. That is the worst thing I've ever watched in my fucking life. I love watching wide open fucking fast breaks and just watching a fucking layup happen. That is rather funner.
Or missing.
I would rather watch women's volleyball, to be honest with you.
True. That's a competitive sport. Or softball.
I mean, that's solid.
Oh, women's softball is solid.
So were you serious when you talked about like sleeping with any of the WNBA?
Huh?
Were you serious when you were talking about sleeping with them?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll fuck some of them, yeah. Because I would choke them, and
there's some like
I would choke them and like go rough and like make them realize, like, I don't care if you're a pro athlete, like I'm still better than you.
There was some that no, you wouldn't like the one that was in Russian.
Oh, Brittany Griner, no, I wouldn't fuck that, no.
Yeah,
so there are some attractive WNBA.
Yeah, there's some hot ones.
Yeah, there are. What was the one? Like Candace something. She was pretty hot.
Parker or something.
Yeah, she was hot.
Listen,
Tony Parker's wife.
I'm not gonna say. Listen, I'm not gonna say. There's some like talented ones. It's not fun to watch. Like they're good at basketball. They beat the fuck out of my ass. But like, it's just not fun to watch.
Yeah, it's not fun. They don't do anything special.
They run plays. I like what the fuck. I haven't watched a team run a play consecutively since I played fucking
probably boys high school basketball. Boys high school basketball is probably more fun to watch.
Yes.
Have you seen a girls? I'm pretty sure it's just girls sport. It looks like basketball. It's from overseas, but it's a small ball with a small hoop that kind of is in the middle of the court with no backboard. Have you ever seen that one? I don't know what it's called.
No.
Hold on, let me search this.
They have a version of that here in America. It's like a backyard game where it's like a hoop on like strings that are tied to like trees, and you
so
jump
wish-
off. You jump off a trampoline to
netball?
shoot it.
Is it called netball?
No, netball's something different.
Tim, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It might be netball.
There's no backboard.
Yeah, right here. This is it.
What the fuck?
It's just like basketball, but it's a little bit smaller, and there's no.
It's called netball. So no
netball.
backboard is called. Basketball has.
You know what though?
Do that.
I
Might
would
be more
watch that.
entertaining.
I would watch that. That's probably like harder.
We're a community of over 22,000 doctors.
Yeah,
We
you
practiced at all top.
Washington State.
Hi, I'm Charlie Ledger Walker, and I'm on the Washington State women's basketball team.
Ledger Walker with the tape. Ledger Walker.
Well, that's basketball.
That's
forward.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Gorgeous. Ledger Walker for three, and she's got 1,000 points.
And netball is pretty much the top sport aside from rugby that's played in New Zealand. I
so it's
started
New
playing
Zealand.
netball pretty much when I
No,
started.
New
Can
Zealand.
you fast forward so I don't have to
Right.
listen to this
My
bitch's
junior
life?
year of high school, I was fortunate enough to go to the netball in Australia, and Ula is from Brisbane, Australia, and we're going to
New Zealand's in
Okay.
Australia.
Keep
I
fucking
know you
going.
fucking retard.
This is what they use. No backboard. You got to be extra accurate.
Tim, you picked the worst video to watch.
I wasn't even really this
Fucking
wasn't even a
forward
topic.
it!
Where do you want me to take it to? I don't know what's on this
So where I
video.
can actually see them shooting with the fucking ball.
This
and doing
wasn't a
that.
planned topic. I don't know where it's at.
They can't even dribble.
Oh, perfect. Great.
Except when they pass.
Dime. Winners! The thing is, it's not as global as
Yeah,
rugby.
it looks like a volleyball.
Dumb as fuck
Played in,
now.
Like Oceania.
Anyway, it looks stupid.
Yeah, now I'm turned off because they can't even dribble. I thought they were like playing legit basketball just with no backboard. That's lit. That's solid. That's dumb. I'll leave it to fucking New Zealand, home of the fucking retards.
You can go over there and wrangle them tards.
I fucking could. I had to wrangle up the whole fucking goddamn fucking continent over there for them, or country, whatever.
On
Fuck,
that, you're
Charlie.
right.
It was both. Australia's a
New
continent and a
Zealand,
country.
you're dumb as fuck. Dumb, and your voices are stupid. You guys can't even fucking talk right.
Good day, mate.
They
Now,
sound
you know what?
Aussie.
I might fucking hate them more than fucking Jews.
Really? See, I love Aussie accents.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that you created this dumbass sport. I would rather watch cricket.
Oh,
Cricket.
God, no. Cricket's boring.
So is that. The fucking. Look at us. Look at us.
There's so many
Look at
different
us.
sports out there that I don't know. Cricket's like really popular overseas.
And India.
You know
That's
what?
about
I
it.
would watch a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament at a library.
I'd rather watch
Or I'd
croquet.
rather watch that. Depends on who's doing it.
So, the theme of today's episode is about babies, right? Don't be such a baby. The theme of this week's episode is babies. Have you heard of a term called superfecundation?
No, but this sounds like I don't want to go down this road.
I hate babies.
No, this one's not that bad. So, superfecundation is when a woman drops two ovum or two eggs at the same time, which are then fertilized by the sperm of two separate individuals. It's very rare, but possible that a woman can give birth to twins that have both been fathered by two separate men. Now, the picture I chose would just be so happen if one came out white and the other came out black. That'd be really, really strange. But it is a pretty rare condition.
Well, that would be called a hoe, also.
Well, no, don't you fucking label them. If she didn't cheat, she can fuck whoever she wants. And you know what? If the fucking white guy
that's
obviously
it, Tim.
didn't
How
give a good
small-
enough dick.
How small was that window where that would have to happen?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's
All right, I'm
gotta
pretty
be a
sure-
pretty
no,
small
no, it's
window.
not a small window. It's still like days.
It might be days.
I don't know.
It's
Because
days.
the
It's not like
open drop
fucking
at the same
minutes.
time. I'm not talking about minutes.
Conception date. There's a calendar. Conception date calendar.
Well, this is probably for when your baby's going to be born.
What are my pregnancy options? Abortion.
Fucking scrape that fucker out. You're not gonna find this. Oh,
it actually takes up
2
to 3 weeks after sex to become officially pregnant. It can take up to 6 days after sex for the sperm and egg to join. So up to 6 days.
Yeah, that's not a hoe.
But is it a different situation? I'm still gonna call her a hoe. Is it a different situation? You're not using protection.
So you can't go fuck multiple girls in 1 week.
If I'm using protection, sure.
What does using
the fuck does that have to?
What does using protection have to do with anything?
The Lord still thinks you're a fucking whore no matter what.
Change whether
you might
or not
as well
you're
go
a
raw.
hoe.
This makes you a hoe.
So it's
My
okay.
opinion.
So it's okay for a man to do. But it's not okay for.
That's
a woman.
facts, bro. He's like the typical fucking just hardcore Republican, bro.
I never said it was okay for men to do
Bro's
it.
You
bro's
did.
like 65.
You put those words in my mouth.
You said as long as you use protection, which protection has nothing to
she
do with
used
it.
protection. She's not a hoe.
How the fuck does that matter? You're
That
still
doesn't make any
fucking.
sense. You're still
And how
having
do you know
sex.
she did it? How do you know she did it? How do you know she did it? How do you know she did it?
Well, obviously it didn't work.
Okay,
then.
maybe the white guy's dick was too small for the condom he fucking used, and the cum leaked out, and the black guy ripped through that shit because he's probably fucking hung.
He told her he wore a condom and he didn't. She couldn't tell.
Facts.
Well, that's your problem for believing him. Like, why? You know the difference between a condom and your pussy.
I don't know.
None.
I don't know.
I don't know. Some of them condoms these days, bro. It looks like a fucking dust.
Dust.
I stand by my distinction.
So for you, whether she's a hoe or not is whether the guy or she uses protection or not.
Yeah, because if you're not using protection, then you don't care if you get pregnant or not.
All right, what if this girl was raped twice in 1 week by a white and black guy?
Well, that's a different situation then.
She's still a hoe in your opinion because the guy didn't wear a condom.
No, that's a different situation.
What if she's on birth control and it just didn't work? It's not 100%.
I've seen that twice happen before, but we ain't gonna name no names.
It's not 100% effective.
Oh, I know. I know it's not.
So is she still a hoe?
No, not at all.
You know you're contradicting yourself though, right?
That's fine. I don't want to continue with this conversation anymore.
Hey, wait, was that your mom?
What?
No.
Oh, I thought you were calling your mom a hoe for a second. I was like, damn.
No, I just don't want to continue this conversation anymore.
Smart man. So something else about babies that it's something that always kind of bothered me, and I wanted to get your thoughts. Piercing babies' ears.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
No.
No what?
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta at least be like 4 to 5.
No, I'm saying it's whenever they're able to make the decision, like if you're okay with it as a parent and the child is okay, can say that they're okay with it, but like
4 to 5.
Like 4 or 5, not under 5. I don't think under 5.
Yeah, like if they're able to say to you, "Hey, mommy, I want my ears pierced," and you're okay with it, then yeah. This is something it's always driven me crazy. Piercing infants or even toddlers' ears. Like,
what's the point?
Well, here's the point. They're not a fucking baby doll, which is exactly how they're being treated. And I think this is one of those topics that always really has gotten to me. They're not a fucking baby doll for you to sit here and dress up. It's always, you're forcing. What if this child would grow up and doesn't want their ears pierced? I can tell you, it will eventually close, but you still had that done. You're making a decision for that person for physical looks. Circumcision's one thing, whether or not you agree or disagree with circumcision, but that's for more of a health reason because it can actually gather a lot of bacteria down there. Yeah, and infections. There's no reason for this other than, oh, it looks cute. I've always hated this.
Yeah, I agree.
Boys or girls.
Those are the same parents that are fucking putting their boy and girls' clothes in and shit too.
and making their decision for them, even though they say, "Oh, it was their decision." No, you're making the decision for them.
It was their decision.
Listen, ear pierce for me is if the kid understand, like if like he's at a conversation level where he's like, hey, like I want my ear pierced. All right, bro. Like, you know, it does hurt a little bit though. And like if he can comprehend that and be like, oh, but he still wants it, that's cool. Tattoos for me are like, I probably let my kid like high school get one. Because like I mean you gotta be, I think, 18 anyway. So like I'm thinking like freshman, sophomore year, like I'm cool, but I gotta approve it. Like it's not just go get whatever you want. Like I have to know what you're getting and approve it.
Yeah, it was like 16 or 17 is whenever I agreed Caleb could get one, because me and him both want to get one together. So
yeah, but now
we're still planning on it.
Well, yeah. Now. See, I'm not.
We're still planning on it.
I'm not that cool. Tattoos. No, when you're 18, because that's something that's permanent. That's for the rest of your life. The brain doesn't fully develop until about the age of 25. What you want now, there's a good chance you're not going to want it 10 years from now.
That's when you're an adult, with approval.
Well, yeah, but Dermot, what year? How old were you when you got?
I mean, my mom wouldn't let me get him at all.
I wouldn't judge anybody who did. I'm just saying, I personally would not. When you're 18. Go do whatever it is you want to do.
How old were you when you got this?
Oh, this was like 20s.
Oh, okay.
This was 20s. This was like 19.
So I got the test for if your kid comes up to you and says they want to get their ear pierced. I have the test to tell you whether or not you think that they can comprehend what it actually means. All right, kids, you want a tattoo? Let me punch you in the face, and if you don't cry, you can get your ear pierced.
Damn.
No different. That test is no different than getting the Sambonian kid to come suck her dick.
It's not Sambonian.
But I don't think that's the same kind of pain.
But he's fucking. Yeah.
How's that not the same pain? I didn't say I was gonna like punch him as hard.
Do you have a tattoo? It's not a fucking punch.
Wait, are we talking about tattoo or ear piercing? You said the same thing.
I said piercing.
Well, you said tattoo.
Well, at first you said tattoo.
No, we were talking about two. I said if you want a piercing,
this guy,
then let me punch you in the face. And if you don't cry, you can get a piercing.
That definitely doesn't feel like a punch in the face either.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
What kind of piercing? You were gypped if you ever got a piercing.
The only piercing I ever had, I had my tongue pierced.
Yeah, he did. He had a tongue
piercing.
See, I
told you.
And what was it? Ocean City, right?
I was at Ocean City for Senior Week. Get his face.
That was a big thing when we were in high school.
Glasses now are even worse.
Dude, I
that was a big thing when we were in high school for guys to do it.
Tim,
what?
With your personality disorder and like all the shit you try in life, if you don't feel comfortable saying on the podcast because like you don't want your mom to know or like our fans, have you ever touched another man's wiener with your hands, mouth, anything? Because the way you experiment, I promise you, when you're
let me say something.
You're gonna reveal that you've touched a man's dick.
Tim was a whole different person during that time. When he graduated high school, he was more of he's not nothing like he is now. All right, back then he was more like he didn't stay within the lines back then. I wouldn't call him a rebel.
He was like this.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call him a rebel, but back then he was like trying to go on like.
He was a rebel. He was a rebel who would dance in the Dairy Queen parking lot.
He was trying to like swerve to the cool side, but then it was just like in his 20s he got smarter and stayed more within the lines, but. It was a weird time around Tim back then. I didn't know what kind of person he was.
He didn't either, apparently.
Yeah, that threw me. Like when he came back,
it wasn't
when he came back with that piercing. I was shocked.
Him watching you beat your dick or sitting in the room while you fucked your girl and constantly wanting to show you his dick.
I don't even remember.
Now makes more sense. I actually
he didn't even know.
Maureen, you can get compensated for the sexual trauma that Tim caused you.
How did
And I want to take this to a fucking lawyer.
Trauma.
How did I cause him trauma? He fucked in the room while I was sitting
Right.
there. I didn't
You
know
constantly
he was there.
showed your brother your fucking wiener.
That wasn't all the time. It was like one time.
Yeah, it was like,
Look at this.
well, like maybe twice.
Look, bro. Look at my cock.
Oh, my headache. Oh, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Ow.
Look, dude, it's just fucking. Look at it. Hey, you want to play a game, Danny? Look at my dick. The fuck is wrong with you two?
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
I must have had a normal fucking childhood or something, dude. Fucking Christ.
And then it got weirder later on. No, the tongue piercing
when that
wasn't
priest
even. I know, right? The tongue piercing wasn't even planned. It kind of hit me while I was there, and even at that time, I planned it out. I was like, I heard too many horror stories of people getting their tongues pierced and then it gets infected and all fucked up. I didn't want to deal with that, so I waited until the day we were leaving to come back home. We went and had a huge breakfast. I wasn't driving, so my plan was eat and not eat the rest of the day and do nothing but just suck on ice the whole ride home.
Yeah.
Ice. Which is what I did. And yeah, I never had any problems with it. And I had it for almost 3 years, but I couldn't stop fidgeting with it. I tried to gauge it a size up, but I couldn't get it the hole to stretch, so I just ended up taking it out eventually. But I did like it while I had it.
Were you with Tammy at all while you had it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we first started.
I bet you she liked it too.
Maybe a little bit.
Imagine if she had her shit pierced and like you got locked in.
Oh.
I'm fat. I'm fat.
She's like, that's okay, honey. We'll call someone later.
It's like the kid from the Christmas Story gets his tongue stuck on the pole.
And the whole time she's just like, huh, all right, honey, you just keep going.
Don't get unstuck.
So it's funny that we're talking about
It's not funny.
Procreation.
The fuck was that?
Yeah.
Why is my slide?
Okay, you can't show me when I start to get a chub and go back to the baby, dude.
Well, hold on, my graphic's not showing up.
Okay, well, please take it off the baby before I start feeling fucking weird. Damn! I don't like to have a chub when the baby's here.
No, I created a new graphic for a topic that I wanted to talk where it's called "Let's Talk About Sex," and I don't know why it's not showing up.
We do that every fucking week.
Was that the woman and the black guy?
No, that was part of the topic. We'll get into that one here. Sure, I don't know what happened to my graphic, but anyway, so since we're kind of talking about sex, have you ever thought about what if we only had sex for the purpose of procreation?
I mean,
we would just be an animal.
What did you say, McTurnan?
The way you used to do that.
Yeah, at one time we did. I mean,
yeah, back in the day.
Neanderthals. Although, I mean, if it feels the same way now than it did then, I kind of feel like Neanderthals would have taken no time at all to realize, oh, we can do this all the time, and it feels good. So,
I feel like that was just because, like, dirty, stinky, probably, like, they probably had diseases and shit, so, like, they're like, ew.
Well, it makes you wonder, does the pleasure we get out of sex, is it the same as other animals? I doubt all animals, because I think, like...
Aren't dolphins the same?
Well, I have heard, like, dolphins have sex for pleasure. I've heard that. Of course, I've also heard that dolphins sometimes will have gay sex.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume other mammals also still feel pleasure, but I'm not so sure about like insects and birds and
I doubt it. They're too small.
Well, especially after we talked about like the like ducks. Like ducks sex is like really violent. Like the penis.
Well, yeah,
remember the episode we did where we showed some of the weird looking phallic.
Yeah, it's like a corkscrew.
Like some have spikes on them. Like hold up inside of, like it's painful for the female.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it makes
the
you
monkeys
wonder.
be pounding it too.
Yeah, I mean, well,
And they look like they're having fun.
and I think they do, and I think from a biological standpoint, the fact that it feels good encourages the species to continue to procreate. Not for the purpose of procreation, but because it does feel good, at least to some degree. The other animals aren't quite as intelligent as us, so they don't have sex on a regular basis. Their females go into heat at certain times.
I found two.
To what?
Pygmy chimpanzees
Yeah, it makes
also do.
they fuck like crazy.
And what is a bonobo? Bonobo? Oh, it's another type of monkey.
Fuck
They have
yeah.
they have a bigger fucking
So other
skull.
type of primates also have sex for pleasure.
and dolphins.
Well, yeah, we were monkeys, so
Yeah. So I am curious. I wonder how like they distinguish that the animals are having sex for pleasure because they don't get pregnant.
or they just do it a lot.
Yeah, maybe they just do a lot, but I mean, so do rabbits.
I don't know.
But
I
don't
have a
they
lot
have
of
their
rabbits in my
babies pretty
yard.
quick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of rabbits in my yard, and I haven't seen them fuck.
Why don't they do it in?
They don't do it in public.
Maybe,
Like,
yeah, maybe it's more private.
Watch this.
No, I watched one when I was a kid. Fuck, because it does go like
It's like
Oh, it's
yeah, and I was like, God damn, I thought that's how sex was. So I was like,
that's why you did it the first time.
Ethan's over there. Beat that shit up. Get it.
but now like when I'm out smoking a cig or something, like I see like fucking like the 20 bunnies in my yard, I'm always like, yo, why ain't you guys like fucking? Like they're just like nibbling,
sisters.
They're all-
like nibbling grass and shit. Yeah, I'm just like, cool, like a little fucking colony of just fucking.
So that's what you think about. Most of the rest of us, we see animals out in the wild. We don't say, man, what are y'all doing? Why aren't you guys fucking right now?
Well, because I'm like, yo, like I always saw bunnies fuck like crazy because there's so many of them. I'm like, if there's like 20 in my yard, they had to be fucking.
You know what's
But, like they're not.
you know what's
Fucking.
the most boring animal to watch fuck? Turtles.
I've never like
Probably
just
slow.
looked up animals fucking.
They don't thrust. They just the male gets on top of the female, and apparently, like the female tries to push them off because they don't want it. But I mean, they have to like to reproduce. But the male just literally lays on top of the female, and there's no thrusting, no moving. It just happens.
That's a lot of species that's basically rape.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, there's a baby.
That's so hot.
Did you know?
No means yes, right?
Did you know that the male seahorse actually carries the babies? after
Yes.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one I know of.
You know which one grosses me out? The carrying of babies? Fucking crabs. Do you ever seen, like, you know how the female one has the apron, the little part in the back that pulls down?
Mm-hmm.
That part is what holds the babies. Like, it'll actually pull away from the belly of the crab.
The eggs?
And the eggs will
Kinda
all
like-
be...
Kind of like a lobster.
And there's like... Yeah, there's like thousands and thousands of...
Oh, yeah.
To me, it looks like a disease.
What spiders do.
Yeah, spiders the same way. It looks like a disease. Ugh.
I'm interested in this other slide though. I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking about it for like 5 minutes.
We're going to get there in a second. So,
Come on now.
so here's the next question. Doggy style or missionary or other?
All of them.
I mean, I prefer doggy style, as so does my wife. So
Oh,
Yeah, I like
really?
when you put me in that too.
you said, "Oh, really?"
Well, it's just not that.
Yeah, because her hair's now to the point where I can grab it.
It's not that women don't get pleasure from doggy style. It's just usually that's not the preferred position. Most women, for pleasure, like to be on top because they can kind of control.
Except
it
for
a
your
little
pillow princesses. We all know some of them.
Oh yeah.
bit. So I
Should've
mean,
watched this shit.
I agree. I definitely prefer doggy style. McDermott, you're just you don't even care.
Oh, I thought yeah. I'm a freak.
You're just whatever.
I mean,
the
I'll do
wall,
it anyway.
on
I
the
don't care,
wall.
but I prefer.
Fucking, I don't give a fuck if you suffocating while we're doing it. You can't breathe because you're been in weird fucking positions. I don't really give a fuck. I put girls in weird spots where they've shit before.
Are you down with choking?
Oh yeah, I would choke a bitch. The one crazy bitch wanted me to slap her. Like I had to draw the line a little bit on that. Like I did it because like I'm all about like getting and receiving. I want to give you a good time too. But I felt bad because like I mean this is like the first slap. She's like harder. I mean, like her face moved. Like it looked like Mike Tyson fucking knocking somebody out.
She had a handprint. So,
yeah, like I did. I was fucking concerned.
So can we be honest for a second? I know my outfit sends a certain type of message that
you take it in the butt.
So I understand that my outfit sends that message, but based off of conversations, I feel like there's a better chance that you're the type to get pegged than I would.
No, I would never let a girl pay me. But if I went to prison for life, I'm fucking I'm gonna be gay for the state, no doubt. I can admit it though.
But why?
Yeah,
I like sex. I like sex, so I will fuck and probably get fucked. Maybe in prison. Like I feel like you gotta like go both ways. Like you can't just like fuck all the time. Like, there's gonna probably be somebody bigger than me that's gonna be like, yeah, I want to fuck you. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, well,
but like,
what goes around comes around.
Damn! Don't do it. Please don't.
He's over here like spreading his butt cheeks. Like, oh.
That's also why I don't think I'm ever going to get hemorrhoid surgery, just in case like I ever like get raped or something, or I run into that priest again. Like like when they go to like put it in, it's going to like kind of block it.
Like no.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck? Yeah, that's a hemorrhoid, bitch.
Goes put it in. He's like, thought it was.
He fucking bounces off. No, got my chastity hemorrhoid. Thought it was.
All right, so on to
our next fucking black guy in there.
On to our next picture.
All right, yes, Daddy.
Why does he look like that?
Cockhold.
Yeah, well, cuckold.
Cuckold.
Right, and we talked about this on a previous episode. Cuckold is where a man kind of gets pleasure by watching another man have sex with his wife.
Why does his wife kind of look like a man too?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I thought the same thing in this picture that I chose. But it's funny because usually when you see these videos, it's usually a black guy doing it.
Sometimes, I mean, I've seen a lot of like white ones.
I have seen, but most of them are black guys.
Which means like the guy's like, I want to watch someone pleasure you, and the girl's usually like, all right, if it's a black guy.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, bitch, what do you really want though?
So, someone who's much bigger, right?
Yeah.
So I started thinking the other day, is there a female version of a cuckold? And the answer is yes, it's called a cuck queen. Now, the purpose behind this is a lot different than the cuckold. Not that the other woman still doesn't have sex with her husband or boyfriend or whatever, but it's actually more of a sign of power and more like a dominatrix. The cuck queen is not just instructing the person what to do to her man, she's also instructing this other woman what to do to her. So she's receiving. I actually kind of prefer this one a lot more because she's still maintaining.
More than a threesome.
It's more like a threesome. She's still in power. With a cuckold, the man's giving up his power. It's kind of shaming the man a little bit, whereas with a cuck queen,
I would feel no shame.
She's asserting dominance and kind of controlling what the woman. She's like, all right, now suck his dick. Right?
Would you feel shame in that?
No, that's not. No, I'm not saying the guy in this. I'm talking about the cuckold. The shame is having another guy fuck your wife. Like it's shameful.
Oh yeah.
But for a cuck queen, it's all about power and dominance. Yeah. Like, all right, now get on top and ride him. It was just something that I thought was interesting.
I mean, I get the whole dominating thing. Like, all right, a threesome sounds cool and all, but I'm not.
Back to the previous picture. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not with the whole woman dominating me.
She's not dominating you. She's dominating the girl.
You're just saying. Right. You're just saying.
You're just getting. You're fucking.
Yeah, honey. Just exactly. I would be. I think it is my glasses.
It's your glasses, dude.
But still, it would feel like the girl would hold a lot of power over you.
No, you're just letting her do her thing.
She's holding the power over the female.
Okay, then let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah. I would definitely be down.
So us three are doing it?
Wait, what?
Oh.
I was trying to reach out to Ash, like, hey,
sorry.
I thought like we were gonna have an experiment.
See, we just heard.
Oh, look, it's a Sambonian kid. He grew up. See, look at all that power he has. Look at he's big as fuck.
It's not Sambonian. It's not a Zamboni. Sambian.
Oh. Yeah, Sambian.
Well, dude, all that juice. Look at him, bro. Fucking ripped now.
God, you're such a baby. Well, with that being said, that wraps up.
We're getting canceled this week. No doubt.
We might be. But that wraps up another great episode from the Brothers Chatter.
Yep. And now it's time for McDermott to go wrangle those turds.
Yeah, they all got out the fucking wrestling ring, dude. John Cena walked by and they went nuts.
He walked by, they went like this.
Again, with the YouTube, make sure you guys smash that like button. Leave a comment. We got a game coming up, so maybe place a little wager. Don't bet no money because we're not handling that.
No.
So the people that do want to bet money, y'all can do that on the side.
Michael Blank.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike does. I think he does have a problem.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, yeah. But yeah, make sure you guys go on over to our TikTok also. Juice the fuck out of that video. Same with the YouTube video. Juice the fuck out of it. Make sure you guys come back next week because I'm sure Tim will have some more gay shit to talk about.
Juice the fuck out. You're right.
And he'll have another pair of sunglasses too. So come back and see that.
Check it out. Love you guys.
Deuces.